system.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Double R Rise to Ryan. I'm officially back here on the podcast after weeks and a couple months that I've been gone. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, depression and all that. Just, kind of focusing on my personal life. But I am back. It is good to be back here on the Liz Lounge podcast where I belong. We are on episode 63. And holy cow, I missed you guys so much. I hope you guys missed me. I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys. So I hope everyone's doing really good. Christian, it's good to be back. Hope you're doing good. Willie, same to you. Glad to be back here.
Hell yeah. It's really great to be back here. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into Losers Lounge Podcast. This is without a doubt the fastest rising podcast in the YouTube wrestling community. I think we should make that our new catchphrase or something.
Exactly, we should, because there's rookies out there who try to steal it from us, but who knows?
Yeah, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, that's of course Rice and Ryan, and of course myself, Christian Maracle, and ladies and gentlemen, introducing two-time Losers Lounge Member of the Year and Optimistic Hall of Famer, the heelist of Ballers.
Well, thank you for the introduction, Mr. Miracle. Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? It's the heelist of Ballers, Sim Balor, Prince Balor, you should know the freaking rest. And wow, I cannot believe we're about to talk about this show because you saw my reactions on Twitter. You know I love this show. TakeOver 31 was, in my opinion, the best TakeOver of the year.
That is true. I believe that very much because, a close second would probably be Portland.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly,
there has been a lot of good takeovers. I think, honestly, a lot of good takeovers this year, but this one, I think, was pretty dang good. At least top two.
Oh, yeah, and here's the thing. Well, I want to take this moment and say, how great was it that they remodeled the Performance Center and called it the Capitol Wrestling Center? In homage to the Capitol Wrestling Corporation, the predecessor of the WWE.
When I first saw the arena and how it looked, I'm like, this is nice. I kind of feeling they were going to go for that kind of look for some reason. I loved how they had the chain link fence on the plexiglass and whatever. I liked how they had actual fans there. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, those were fans and friends of the wrestlers, which was pretty cool. They had the little, like we see in the Thunderdome, we had the fans up there, and people were wondering how the heck did those fans get in. We'll never know, but
yeah,
I like it.
It's like we mixed together actual fans and virtual fans, and that actually worked out pretty well.
It really did.
Yeah.
It's a commentary, which was very weird.
It's all good. Yeah, folks. The commentators, of course, Vic Joseph, Wade Barrett, and Beth Phoenix. But only Vic Joseph was present at the announce desk. The other two we don't know who. Because, yeah, there was no, I don't know who the other two were. Because Beth Phoenix, Wade Barrett were not present.
That's stand-in Sasha Banks, and that's, I don't know, who was the other guy?
I don't know. I couldn't get a good look at him.
That was so. I legitimately thought that girl was Sasha Banks. I'm like, what is she doing on commentary?
But then we remember she has blue hair, not purple hair anymore.
I was like, oh my gosh, who was that?
Yeah, I'm like, the other one. Let's just say it was Slapjack.
Yeah, Slapjack.
Yeah,
Slapjack.
Shout out to Retribution, by the way, who we have fully recovered from.
Yeah, and it turns out Mustafa Ali is their leader, so he's the one who orchestrated the attack on the Losers Lounge.
Hey, Ali, if you're listening to this, and we know everyone from this company watches us, we'll get our revenge. You don't know when we're going to strike, though.
Let's see, there's four members of the lounge, 4 main members of Retribution, Survivor Series.
Hit us up, Vince. We'll take them down.
We'll take
I thought there was 5.
Oh, wait, what?
Isn't there 5 members?
Well, there's so many, but I meant 4 main guys here. T-Bar, okay. Slapjack, and...
Sorry.
Yeah, and Mace Windu.
Slapjack, toothpaste, charcoal.
Charcoal? Anyway, folks, what we're talking about here is NXT TakeOver 31, which was absolutely fantastic, and Here's the thing. People have been saying that the TakeOver events have been happening too frequently. I'm like, I wouldn't really say that because based on the fact that we have another TakeOver coming up on December 6th, and that will mark number 5, and there usually is 5 a year.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's obviously not going to be next month with a TakeOver because they're probably part of Survivor Series. So I like how TakeOvers are being kind of spread out, but at the same time they're being like pushed in.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
if they do that, then they should definitely bring back the single branded pay-per-views for Raw and SmackDown.
Definitely.
And then allow NXT to be part of the Big Four.
It makes more sense.
If they're
because
trying, like I'm saying, if they're trying to make NXT, the third brand here, and yet for some reason NXT's not eligible from what Ryan told me from the draft coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, so get this. All right, so I was working on my draft predictions video, which I have uploaded. And it took me 3 hours to do that video.
Sorry, guys, I drank water and it went down the wrong way. Sorry about that.
You're okay.
I got the Rona. Just kidding.
It was kind of a bit shocking when I found out NXT wasn't going to be a part of it. I thought like NXT was going to play a part of it. Yeah. I mean, of course, we know like you have call-ups and everything, but I mean, it's kind of weird because I mean, okay, we'll take for example Finn Balor. Finn Balor went back to NXT. I mean, why is there? I mean, there really shouldn't be any reason why NXT shouldn't play a part in the draft.
Well, technically, that's technically what happened with Finn Balor last year. That wasn't a draft thing. He just randomly showed up.
Yeah, I know, but you get my point.
Yeah. Not to mention, if NXT was part of Survivor Series, they're trying to give them equal like presence. Just like when NXT wrestlers compete in Royal Rumble matches, it's no longer a big shocker anymore.
Yeah,
exactly.
We're just like, oh, good to see them. But here's they're trying to make sure they're equal. Hell, Rhea Ripley, NXT Women's Champion at the time, got a shot at WrestleMania. So if they're trying to get NXT involved with these big events, then why can't they be involved with the draft?
Yeah, like it doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. In the NXT wasn't. I think WWE tweeted out like a few days ago that they were going to be like, who would you want to see in the draft? And they teased it. They put it NXT at the very bottom, like, and then 2 days later they took it off. I'm like, what the heck's going on? I wonder if they're keeping them a surprise or whatever. But the draft, to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to change anything, to be honest with you, since we've seen so many of these wrestlers go back and forth between Raw and SmackDown every single year, every single month. To me, I don't know if it's going to make any difference, in my opinion. Like, what are you going to do? You're not going to switch Roman Reigns over to Monday Night Raw in exchange for the WWE Champion, whoever it's going to be. I mean, maybe it could have happened. You're not going to switch Finn Balor over to Raw or SmackDown in exchange for the Universal or WWE Champion. You're not going to exchange Walter to Raw, SmackDown, or NXT for a said wrestler. Like, I don't know. It just isn't. I don't know. This year's draft just seems very confusing to me.
Well, I think once it comes
along. I'm sorry, Christian. Go ahead.
Yeah, once it takes. I'm thinking once it takes place. I mean, as of right now, at the time of release, it's Friday, folks. But at the time of recording, it's Wednesday. We have no idea what's going on here. We're hoping that maybe once we're finished SmackDown, we'll have a little bit of an idea of what's going on here. By the way, that reminds me, I put up some questions saying, who do you guys think will get drafted? People actually kept saying Drew McIntyre to Raw. I'm like, wait, what?
Drew McIntyre to Raw. Drew McIntyre's
on Raw.
Yeah, he's already part of it.
He's the WWE champion.
And of course, their defense was, well, in my defense, Becky Lynch was drafted to Raw despite being Raw Women's Champion last year. I'm like, you can blame that on the wild card rule. So many people got scrambled up. Nobody even knew who was on what anymore.
It was very confusing with the wild card rule, which should have gone away years ago.
And that's kind of the whole thing, And it's really kind of, and I thought it was kind of odd, but I mean, are they really going to? I mean, and the draft's always fun, but are they really going to keep them on their rosters, or are they going to go for a few months and then we'll just we'll switch them and everything. We'll have them on both brands or whatever. That's kind of the whole thing.
Well, big problem.
And it's just kind of
big problem.
And having a wild card, it just makes it pointless. That's just my whole thing.
I think about another thing, of course, being I think I once again I say it. I blame a big portion of this on the fans. And the reason I say that is because here's the thing, they're the ones who want long-term booking, and they're too impatient though for a long-term booking.
They want everything at the point of they want everything given to them, right?
I
And that
want it
goes to show,
right
like, you don't
now.
everything.
I want
What's
it
that?
right now.
I want this thing right now. Give it to me right now. But once you get it, once you get that said thing, you complain about it. That's the thing I don't get about the wrestling community.
It's like
You
a
get
kid who
things
plays with
going.
It's like a kid who plays with a toy for 5 minutes and says, "I'm bored with it."
A very good example
Yeah.
of that is Roman Reigns turning heel. Roman Reigns turned heel after we wanted it for many, many years. He's heel, and now people don't want it. What? This is.
It's
I don't
absolutely
make. It doesn't make
ridiculous.
any sense.
However, in my opinion, Roman Reigns best heel on SmackDown right now. Don't at me. And yeah, I said that over King Corbin.
King Corbin's
Technically
like,
the best wrestler going in WWE.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
But-
Roman has character.
However,
right
of
now.
course, that's the Raw and SmackDown side. We need to get back to NXT here.
Yep.
So here's how
Before we
things.
get started, before we get started, guys, we actually have some questions here.
Oh,
I
okay.
sent out a tweet once again. Like last week, guys. If you guys want to obviously send us questions, I'm usually the guy who reaches out there and you'll get to the questions for all of you guys. But we're only gonna do 3 once again, and thankfully there is 3 questions since there's 3 of us. So let's start with question number 1 from my bro K Money. He says, New Japan, excuse me, NJPW versus WWE Dream Match. Mine is Minoru Suzuki versus Lesnar in a shoot fight. New Japan WWE Dream Match.
That's a
Probably
good
Hiroshi Tanahashi and John Cena.
That's interesting. For me,
I would honestly.
for me,
Yeah,
Go ahead, Christian.
okay, for my pick, NJPW versus WWE Dream. Kazuchika Okada versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
That's already
That's a
happened.
good one.
Oh,
No,
I- I did?
It's already happened.
All right,
Yeah,
let me
that's
try.
already
Okay, let me try this actually. Kazuchika Okada versus Adam Cole. Did that happen?
I don't think
Yes.
so. Wait,
It has happened. I think it happened in Ring of Honor, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just saying
no, yeah,
Okada
no.
because
Yeah,
Okada is one of my favorites in NJPW.
You can say it. It's fine. What about you, Ryan? What you got?
I would honestly, for my dream New Japan versus WWE, I would have to go with Okada and Cena.
Oh gosh, yes. Like Okada and Cena definitely be a good one.
Yeah.
We got 2 more. Let's just breeze for these 2 more, and then we can get on to the show. Obviously, from Patrick, he says, "Has Ali joining Retribution piqued your interest in the Retribution storyline?" Yeah, kind of. I marked out for it. What about you guys?
Well, for me, I think I like the idea of someone like Mustafa Ali being the leader compared to like some big shot name like CM Punk. Because like here's the thing, a group like Retribution doesn't need a big shot star. If what this is about is those who are not given a fair shot, then it has to be somebody who is considered to all of us as a jobber, and who better than Mustafa Ali?
What about you, Ryan?
I would definitely have to say yes. It definitely has me interested again. And I'll tell you the reason why is because first, when they revealed themselves and they revealed their names, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is so embarrassing. Like this is bad. But then, Ali is revealed as the leader of Retribution. And I'm like, holy snap. Like, it's Ali. Like, Ali's the leader of Retribution, which I think pretty much kind of, I guess, goes along with, him being the hacker or something, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely very excited. So yeah, it's got me interested again.
We got 1 more, and then we'll get on to the show finally, guys. Favorite ongoing WWE storyline from any brand right now? Roman Reigns and Jey Uso.
For me, it's Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton.
For me, it is R-Truth and Akira Tozawa.
That's actually a pretty good one. Yeah, that's all the questions we got this week. Like I said, if you guys want to send us questions, send us on Twitter or whatever, and we'll try and get to them. Anyways, on to the show.
Or comment down below.
Yeah.
Comment down below. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Leave a comment down below, whatever.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting started NXT TakeOver 31, and the first match that took place was the North American Championship match as Damian Priest defended against Johnny Gargano and won. Okay, here's the thing. This time, I'll be perfectly honest, it's not as funny anymore when Johnny Gargano loses. Now it's just sad.
It really is.
It really is.
4 wins and 15 losses.
You are not Mr. Takeover anymore.
Yeah,
You are not Johnny Takeover anymore.
Johnny, more like Johnny, take the L.
Take the biggest L of your life, brother. Like, I like Gargano, but my God.
Well, look at us. We take L's and convert them into W's. That's where the losers lounge, bitches.
Ha!
But we take that as a compliment.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. This was another case of Johnny Gargano that had the chance to win and then chose to do something stupid. You know, he had so many chances to beat Damian Priest, and then he decides to throw him onto the stairs and push him onto the stairs so many times, and that backfired and caused him to lose.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely stupid when this happens. Like, here's the thing. I've always get the same comment saying, don't blame him, blame the creative team and whatnot. In a way, I do blame the creative team for that. However, I'm a guy who's always looked at wrestling as just, you know, the guy who watches a TV show, watches for the characters and whatnot. I don't think Johnny Gargano, like, you know, the real-life person is a failure. I just think, you know, the character he plays is a failure.
His real name is actually Johnny, so in hindsight, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, you do make a point there, Christian. Like, what else is there for him to really do at this point? Because all he's done is for taking L's and takeovers nowadays. Like, what's going on, Johnny?
If he hasn't
been doing he's like the Dolph Ziggler of NXT.
Yes, he really is the Dolph Ziggler of NXT, and it sucks. He's one of the greatest out there, and we're not dissing him. Like, we're being freaking honest here. I like Gargano. I like him. Amazing wrestler, 5-star match machine right there in Johnny Gargano. But really, he's been taking L's, and it sucks.
And now that you think about it, of course, his match with Damian Priest was not even a 5-star. It wasn't even that good.
Nah, the 5-star match came later. Spoilers.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, for this case, like, my opinion, aside from the women's title match, this was one of the worst matches of the night. I'm like, we expect more from Johnny Gargano, but maybe because he's starting to get tired.
I enjoyed it for the most part. There were lots of moves I was like, holy crap. I was like, wow. There was a few moves I actually shouted, oh my God, are they dead? There were moments I actually thought Johnny was going to win the title. I rolled my eyes in the back of my head like The Undertaker. I'm like, oh God, please no. But thank God Priest retained.
Here's the other funny thing. Like, you know, I've seen like many people, including Mama Maracle, who was watching the show with me. She commented on Damian Priest saying, this is a very talented kid here. He's probably got many years in this case. I'm like, Mom, he's 38. Yeah, Damian Priest, for those who don't know, is 38 years old.
This kid. Well, technically in NXT, he is the kid, the Undertaker.
Well, anyway, Ryan, I'll get your thoughts on the North American title match.
All right.
I think his microphone is off.
Yeah, no, I was just sleeping. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were sleeping?
Johnny, you know what? I mean, you try the same thing over and over. I'm just kind of falling asleep now.
Oh, wow. I thought for a second something actually bad happened or something, but then I'm like, oh, okay.
It's my sleep break.
Yeah.
Johnny's been taking all these L's that Ryan's taking all these Z's now.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So many letters here.
See what you're doing, Johnny, or creative. You're putting one of our boys to sleep.
Yeah, come on now. I didn't fall asleep. I didn't fall asleep with your match against Ricochet at NXT TakeOver Phoenix. Come on now.
Yeah, he won that one
with you and Almas all those years ago.
Yeah.
What happened?
You know, honestly, yeah. I mean, that's really kind of a question of what happened. You know, and I'll give Johnny Gargano credit. I mean, he is a fantastic wrestler. He is a fantastic wrestler. But like you said, Christian, I mean, that record's just, oh my gosh. Like, pretty much he is the Dolph Ziggler of NXT. I hate to say that.
Actually, here's a much better way of putting it. He's the reverse Finn Balor of takeovers.
Shots fired.
Because Finn's got all them damn wins. And he's got only a couple, like 2 or 3. What does Finn have, like 2 or 3 losses in total? Something like that?
What? Oh, takeovers. Finn's like 15-1. Finn's 15-1 now.
Well, there you go, folks.
And you can thank the Fiend.
Takeover of NXT.
Yeah, that's the real Mr. Takeover. Because Finn, for one thing, was one of the top prize in the areas. And think about this. Johnny Gargano, yeah, I understand he puts on great matches. However, you're only as good as your record.
Exactly. And your record it doesn't show that you're the greatest out there. You look at Balor's record. I'll be kissing Balor's ass later, but just a little preview here. Balor's record eclipses your record.
Yeah.
Seriously. He kicked your ass.
That's right.
And honestly,
back and forth from him.
I don't mean to take more shots at this, but I think Finn Balor overall is just a better wrestler than Johnny Gargano.
How dare you, Christian? How dare you say the over dramatic truth? The truth that actually is very true.
Did you know that Johnny Gargano hasn't won since the night that Walter became the United Kingdom champion over 550 days ago?
Oh, Johnny.
NXT TakeOver New York was his last victory at TakeOver in April 2019. And we're in October 2020.
Paul, what are you doing, brother? This was your guy. This is the guy who you had Adam Cole. This is the guy who beat Adam Cole last year, then dropped the title 2 months later. What happened? This is the guy who was the 5-star match machine. What happened? He was Mr. NXT. What happened?
Yeah, it's like, first, let's take a look here. Johnny Gargano beat Adam Cole, become the NXT champion, then lost it to the same guy he won it from, and then lost again in Toronto, to which I say, get the hell out of my kingdom. Lost to Balor in Portland, was absent at War Games. Maybe that explains why I was so damn good when I was there. Lost to Balor Portland, lost to Keith Lee. Here's like 3 takeovers in a row, 3 unsuccessful North American title matches for Johnny Gargano. And yet people are saying that he deserves another shot? Fuck no! Get the fuck to the back.
Get out of here with that garbage.
He doesn't need another shot. The only thing he needs is a shot of adrenaline in the arm. Because unlike you, Johnny, Finn Balor, like I said, has a record. And that record is spotless.
Yeah, it's like a...
untouchable.
Gargano, in his 3 North American title matches on TakeOver, lost to Keith Lee, to Damian Priest, and then Damian Priest again. If people are saying that he should get another title match all because he's a great wrestler, there are so many people out there who are such great wrestlers they don't get anything. Here's the thing. You win matches, you lose matches. Or in Johnny's case, you lose matches, and if you're lucky enough, you might win something.
Y'all are criticizing Johnny way too much. We can already hear the comments down below. Y'all need to calm down with the Gargano hate, blah, blah. Y'all hate Johnny Gargano, blah, blah, blah. No, we're just stating the freaking truth right here. Gargano's record is just not good. He's an amazing wrestler, yes. Pretty good talker, hell yeah. Wasn't one of the best storylines with Ciampa. But his takeover, that's what we're talking about, his takeover record. I'm not talking about him as a wrestler. A takeover record. It's just down the toilet. I wouldn't be surprised he gets moved up in the draft because what else is there for him to do?
Actually, if you think about it,
technically, I predicted him to go to Raw pretty much in my prediction.
Yeah. Actually, if you think about it, if he sucked ass in the NXT areas, boy, the main roster is gonna be an even worse nightmare.
Oh god, just imagine. Okay, you know what? I hope this never happens, but if he goes to the main roster, let's just hope they don't give him any goofy gimmicks.
Well, you look at the landscape of how the main NXT the main roster treats the NXT stars. It's not really a good look, and that's why I'm very worried about the Undisputed Era being called up one day.
Yeah.
Balor, same thing. God forbid Balor gets called back up and they strip away the prince and they turn him right back into Smiley Finn Balor. But that's in the future. I mean, but as for the Gargano match, I mean, I'll breeze through it since we've talked too much hate about Gargano. I'll breeze through it. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Lots of counters, lots of near falls, and that was about it.
Yeah, that's basically about it. All right, this is shockingly not the last time we're talking about Johnny Gargano in this podcast, because we'll bring him up a little bit later. But first of all, the next match was the Kushida versus Velveteen Dream match, which started fast and furious because, well, Kushida didn't even wait for his entrance.
Yeah, I cracked up so hard when he just attacked Dream out of nowhere. That was so funny.
That was funny.
I also want to ask something. What the hell was up with Velveteen's hairstyle?
I know. Okay, if y'all saw that picture on Twitter, I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know about y'all, but when I saw that, like, I kind of freaked out. I was like, dude, is Velveteen Dream getting old? Like, is he have gray hair? Like, what the hell is that?
That's what I thought. I'm like, what the hell is this right here? Like
Some gray ass looking afro or something?
Yeah. Like, it was so weird. Like, what is this? And I was, what? Like, just, we know he's supposed to be the character from Fast and Furious, but just what? I don't know, man.
It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it?
Before we move
It
on,
is.
World match. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have to address the big elephant in the room. Please stop putting that dumb hashtag on Twitter. Every time we see the Velveteen Dream, that hashtag always goes everywhere. Y'all need to chill.
Yes, like we already know, guys. We know.
Exactly. We already know. Y'all need to freaking chill with that thing.
Yeah,
like, y'all are making us look even stupider.
It's not even worth it anymore because there's nothing we can do.
What should we do anyways? I mean, it's none of our business. We are the wrestling fans. They are the wrestlers. We watch them and vice versa.
I watch wrestling for their performance in the ring, not what the hell's going on with their personal life.
It's none of our freaking business. Like, y'all need to chill with this stuff. Like, for real. Like, this whole Fire Velveteen Dream. They ain't gonna listen to you. Triple H ain't gonna listen to you. Vince McMahon damn sure ain't gonna listen to you. Y'all need to freaking chill.
Yeah. Yeah, quit acting like you know how to run a damn company or know what to do about people's lives.
God forbid these people God forbid the people on Twitter were to run the company. Oh, God.
Would have run it to the ground.
Well, the WWE would be dead within 3 days. Like,
AEW would be dead within 3 days if it was them, too.
Oh, please don't even get me started. Please don't get me started.
I'm like, AEW would be dead as well.
Well, AEW is kind of run by the IWC.
Not really.
Whatever.
Not really, but because they actually have their motive. They have their merits. They have their great things. But as for the match between Kushida and Velveteen Dream, the one thing, of course, I'll say is like I was very impressed with Kushida's abilities because I know he was big time in Japan wrestling. I just never got a chance to actually see any of his matches, but.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I watched his performance of Velveteen, and I'm like, this guy, if done properly, could actually be a pretty good threat, maybe to Damian Priest one day, or even Finn Balor.
Yes, Finn Balor and Kushida.
So many different opportunities are available for us, folks.
He deserves it.
Yep, Kushida won the match via submission, but then assaulted Velveteen after the match.
Yeah. And people are like, he turned heel. No, he didn't. He's just attacking him for literally no reason. That's no heel. Dream, in this case, is the heel. Kushida's the babyface.
And yet his performance was not really babyface.
Nah, obviously not. Unless he's tweener, which I'm not mind. Kushida's a very dangerous heel when he gets in that mode.
That's true. So, Ryan, what was your thoughts on the Kushida Velveteen match?
Kushida won. That's all I cared about.
All right, moving on.
Understandable. Next match was for the interim NXT Cruiserweight Championship. That's still funny to say.
I'm surprised they're not dead, sitting on TV.
Santos Escobar defended and retained against Isaiah Swerve Scott, and the second best match of the night, in my opinion.
This is a spot fest match, and I loved every second of it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So many moves in this match.
However, the one thing that made the whole thing awkward is these two are basically fighting for a title that belongs to neither one of them.
Exactly. Belongs to Jordan Devlin.
Yeah.
So y'all keep fighting up the imaginary championship while Jordan Devlin is in Ireland holding on to the real title. Have fun.
Yep. Hey, here's the thing. If NXT UK is currently in progress, then how come he's not there?
Exactly. Where's my man Jordan Devlin?
Yeah, he could wrestle and defend the title there, so maybe that'd be good.
Yeah.
Just create two different versions of the championship. Call one the NXT UK Cruiserweight title, and the other one the NXT
Or you could
Cruiserweight
convert,
title.
whatever Jordan Devlin has and convert. Here's like just call the one that Santos Escobar has the NXT Cruiserweight title because the majority of the cruiserweights are down in NXT USA. Over in NXT UK, convert that, make that the mid card title, call it the European Championship.
There you go. Just take away the Cruiserweight name, and there you go. Change the belt design, obviously, but
And then
you could do something.
bingo, mission accomplished. Hey, we just came up with a great idea, which WWE will never do.
That's right. They're never, ever going to do. They don't steal our ideas. Nah, they don't. Anyways.
Ryan, what was your thoughts on the Cruiserweight title match?
I thought it was a very good match, honestly. I don't really know a whole lot about
Santos Escobar.
Escobar, yeah.
Yeah, understandable. He went under two different names at one point, right?
I knew a little bit about Isaiah Scott, but we're just watching this match. It was pretty good, and I don't really watch, the cruiserweight division. Like I did watch a little bit back in the day, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's understandable.
When 205 Live was kind of trying to be promoted and everything, but I didn't really know a whole lot about these guys. I knew a little bit about Isaiah Scott, but it was a very good match. I think definitely it was some tremendous work by both guys. So the finish kind of came off a little bit weird, but I thought overall it was a good match.
Yeah, the finish was very weird. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I little upset Swerve didn't win. I thought I was gonna. There were many times in this match I legitimately thought he was gonna win. Yeah, I said with the last match too, but oh my gosh, this match was incredible. Like
it was
fantastic. Fantastic match. And there was that weird person who ran out from the back to help Swerve. I don't know who the heck that was. I was like, who's this guy? I've never seen you before.
Well, it's always good to bring in new faces.
Exactly. Moving on.
New faces to give more opportunities. That's wonderful ideas.
I
enjoyed the match because it did bring me a lot of vibes of when the Cruiserweight Classic tournament in 2016 took place.
Yes, the Cruiserweight Classic. What a freaking spectacle that was. If there's anything that needs a freaking sequel, it's that.
Hey, remember in the days when the Cruiserweight division took place, they always changed the ropes and the designs?
God, I miss those days.
WWE Cruiserweight. I always make jokes saying, we're not at Raw anymore. This is WWE Cruiserweight.
Oh my gosh, those were great.
Yep.
I miss that good old times.
Yeah.
Same.
Back when we had Cedric Alexander, Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali, all of us.
How Brian Kendrick, TJ Perkins,
Rich Swann.
Yep.
And all those guys.
And don't forget Neville.
What's up?
Don't forget Neville.
And Neville, what's that pack? Neville, who has not been seen in a long time, but he's in the UK still, so.
Enzo Amore. Yeah. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, no. We don't mention people like him.
Yeah, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, okay, Santos Escobar is the interim cruiserweight champion. Jordan Devlin is the actual cruiserweight champion, but Enzo still has the original belt.
Technically, yes.
So,
Wait,
yeah, he never gave it up.
Platinum match. And technically, if you think about it, Hornswoggle was the last original holder of the old Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, but this is a new title with a new lineage.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, we're going to move on to the next match, which was the NXT Women's Championship, as Io Shirai defended and retained against Candice LeRae in a rematch from NXT TakeOver Toronto last year, which I was in attendance with my brother Longneck Josh, and it was fantastic. And this match, not so much.
It wasn't as good as the first. It wasn't as good as the first, in my opinion.
I think that's just because it seemed like the roles are reversed. Io Shirai was the heel last time.
Yep.
Candice LeRae was the good guy. In this case, she's the bad guy.
I can't get behind Candice as a heel. I don't know why. There's something that's not clicking. I don't know. She's like the evil Tinkerbell. Yeah, I don't get it.
Remember when people thought that Bayley would be impossible to turn heel?
Yeah.
And now look at her.
She proved them
And look
wrong.
at her now.
She's
She proved me wrong.
She's closing in on a year as the SmackDown Women's Champion as a heel.
Exactly. She's proven everyone wrong, and I'm so proud of Bayley.
Candice LeRae, on the other hand,
God.
in my opinion, Candice LeRae needs a little bit more seasoning.
She does. She needs a character, in my opinion. She's the Pixie Woman, or freaking. As people are comparing her and Johnny to the Joker and Harley Quinn. No, that belongs to the Fiend and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
That is the real Joker and Harley Quinn stable. The thing, of course, here is like doing things the Gargano way is honestly one of the more cringe things I've ever heard. Because if they're doing things the Gargano way, well, they're doing it right because now Candice LeRae is constantly losing. Hell, I even tweeted this. I'm like, oh my god, Johnny can't even help his wife win anything.
Johnny's facial expressions when he got in the ring cracked me up. Oh my, he just slid in the ring. 1, 2. It's like he had to stop himself mid-count because he's like, don't accidentally count 3. He's like, 1, 2. And he just stopped. And his facial expressions were hilarious. Then this guy, this is the former NXT champion, and he started throwing a freaking hissy fit. Dude, control yourself.
No matter what Johnny it's like this. It's kind of like a reverse of what happened at NXT 30. No matter what Candice LeRae tried, Johnny Gargano failed to win that ladder match. In this case, no matter what Johnny tried, Candice failed to beat Io Shirai.
Flashbacks when Johnny got in the ring with the referee shot. I have flashbacks to Extreme Rules this year with Bayley and how Bayley and Sasha, and how Sasha became the quote unquote Raw Women's Champion that night. I have flashbacks, and I was like, "Don't you dare go that route."
Yeah, because here's the thing: if that didn't work out for that, there is no way this would have been legal. Even Wade Barrett himself said, "Putting on a shirt does not make you official of a referee."
Exactly.
I know, right? Exactly. I don't 100%.
I hate when they do stuff like this. It's so stupid.
But props to Wade Barrett on commentary. He was fantastic.
I'm so glad.
I love Wade Barrett. I missed him so much, but I'm glad he's on commentary for NXT.
I hope he gets some step in the ring again. I really do.
After the departure of Mauro Ranallo, we really needed a major name here.
And boy, did we get a good one in Wade Barrett, because he's bringing something that we never heard in NXT. Now, Mauro obviously brought the energy, brought the quotes and the sarcasm and all that stuff, but
more like the references.
Wade brings the knowledge. What's that?
More like the references. It's hotter than a night on Valentine's Day or something.
References and the puns. I love Mauro, but the stuff that Wade's bringing is actually not actual knowledge of pro wrestling, and I like that.
Yeah, because
he's not cringe. None of these people are cringe on commentary.
Same with Samoa Joe on Monday Night Raw.
Joe brings same with Joe. He brings the knowledge and the passion because he is a pro wrestler.
Yeah, I like how we got actual wrestlers doing the commentary here, because especially Beth Phoenix, she knows her shit too.
Phoenix is not annoying at all. None of them are annoying. With Raw and SmackDown, I get so annoyed with the commentary, especially on Monday Night Raw. I get annoyed because you got two jokers over there.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. You make a really good point, because what's great about wrestlers commentating is, they know their stuff. I mean, and I'll even give props to Michael Cole. I know he can be annoying as heck on commentary sometimes, but, I'll give him props. I'll give him credit where credit's due. But some on Raw, I don't know what it is. Some of them, I'll give an example. Even David Otunga, I didn't really like his commentary, and he was a wrestler too. But some of them, they're just dry. I'm you got to have, at least some expression.
Some of these guys don't even belong there. Jerry Lawler certainly doesn't belong there.
No, it's just not the same. It's not 2003 anymore.
And another good example is JBL. I got very annoyed with JBL for some reason. I don't know why. He was annoying. David Otunga was boring as heck on commentary.
I'll be honest. Byron Saxton, annoying, right? But David Otunga pissed me the fuck off so many times because
he had no expression.
Yeah, think about this. David Otunga was a bigger whiner than Byron Saxton, and here's the big reason for that. Yeah. And I remember when he was doing commentary for TLC in 2018. This is when Daniel Bryan started the the new gimmick, the green thing, whatnot.
Oh,
I know what you're talking
the
about.
Earth's
Yeah.
champion. Yeah,
Yeah,
the planet's champion. The
Yeah,
planet's
the
champion.
Planet
and David
champion.
Otunga said something that really pissed me off. You know what that was?
What do you say?
He said,
I remember.
I understand. It's like, I understand what's going on, but because he was like, Daniel's not what he used to be, and you just can't respect this guy. You can't respect him. That pissed me off.
Yes, you can. You freaking idiot. Yes, you can.
I mean, here's the thing. Everything Daniel Bryan said when he was in that gimmick, it was the absolute truth. There was no lie in that whole entire time. He spoke the truth.
I think that was the actual Bryan Danielson. Like, that was not Daniel Bryan. That was Bryan Danielson in the playing himself. Because, like, he doesn't eat meat.
So, I mean, everything he said is true.
So, yeah, here's a commentary. Commentary needs to have, like, a good balance of not just the play-by-play, but also with some entertaining color. Because, that's why they're called the color commentators. And these days, it almost seems like everyone's a color commentator.
This is why I enjoyed CM Punk back in the days when he was on commentary. He was actually knowledgeable. He knew what he was talking about. Plus, he was also a wrestler.
Hell,
Punk was good on commentary.
He made Michael Cole interfering in Jerry Lawler's TLC match sound entertaining. He made that, of all things, sound entertaining. But, anyways, this goes back to Wade Barrett on commentary here now, especially for, like the women's title match that took place. Like, Wade Barrett knew his shit, especially when Johnny Gargano tried to, pretend to be a referee all just because he had a shirt on. Simply wearing the shirt does not give you the title. That's why, Sasha Banks was never the Raw Women's Champion after what happened at the Horror Show at Extreme Rules this year. It wasn't until a week later, as she won by countout, where she then won the title. That was different. Because at least there was an actual official doing the counting for that. For this case, Johnny Gargano was not assigned as the special guest referee.
Actually, yeah.
And if Johnny Gargano is not assigned as the special guest referee or an outside enforcer, then he has no authority.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good thing, like, the whole thing failed anyway, because, well, Johnny Gargano failed. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
But, the match itself honestly could have been way better. And, like, the constant interferences of Johnny was honestly just irritating.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're trying to be, like, this big power couple or whatnot. And because Karrion Kross and Scarlett are out because of Karrion's injury, we need a power couple or something, I guess. But they're not exactly helping.
Nah.
All right. Did anyone get a chance to talk about the match?
I don't have that much to talk about, to be honest with you. It was good. I love Io. She's been a pretty good champ. She did her job well here, and I don't know what's next for her, but I'm hoping it's a good challenge. Not saying Candice is bad at all, because I like Candice, but there was she said, Christian, way too much interfering in this match. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
this is a pretty good match. I enjoyed it.
Honestly, I don't know about y'all, but I always feel like second matches usually aren't the best as first matches.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But, I mean, obviously, it just kind of depends. Not saying that that's true, but just opinion-based.
Come on now.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on now to the big-time main event.
Wait, you left something out after what happened after the women's match. The big moment that happened afterwards.
All right. Toni Storm is back. And then Ember Moon.
Ember Moon. Mystery person.
I like this. This was amazing.
All you have to do is believe.
I'm not gonna lie. I legitimately thought it was gonna be Bo Dallas. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I didn't see it coming. I did not see Ember Moon.
But
I was so scared. I thought it was gonna be Karrion Kross and Scarlett.
I remember we had actually on last week's podcast, Willie, I had actually said, well, if we're talking women, how about Ember Moon?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You threw that out. I'm like, maybe.
And then, boom, it was. Welcome back NXT to Toni Storm and Ember Moon. Toni Storm and Ember Moon, both of them.
So that was a pretty big surprise. I mean, I didn't expect Toni to show up anyways, but Ember, I thought she was out for good. I legitimately thought she was going to be out for good because she had Achilles tendon injury, and those take a toll on you. And I was really shocked to see her back. So yeah, welcome back.
It's going to be great to hear her entrance theme again, huh?
Oh yeah. What about you, Ryan? What did you think of it?
I was like, wow, like I'm actually excited. I didn't really honestly know if Ember Moon was ever going to come back and wrestle because she had been out of action since like over a year now, I want to say.
Yeah.
But now she's back, and I'm excited. I'm glad she's in NXT because I think, don't get me wrong, I mean, not to say anything, well, I mean, I'm not going to take it there, but, I'm glad that she's back in NXT where, I think, without doubt she'll be used properly because the main roster was just kind of, whereas NXT, it's like, okay. Like, Ember Moon in NXT is the best.
The last time I remember I got to witness her only women's title match against Bayley in Toronto last year at SummerSlam.
I still remember that.
That was good.
Definitely.
All right, now we're moving on to the big-time main event here for the NXT Championship as Finn Balor defended against Kyle O'Reilly of the Undisputed Era.
Oh, my God.
I'll let Willie go last
Match of the year.
Willie's going to go last here because I know he has a shitload to talk about, but I'm going to go first for this case.
Yeah.
This match was about 30 minutes long, and I watched this, and the way I quoted it was, these two went to work today.
Facts.
It's like, that was absolutely amazing. Like, there's not much you would really see on a lot of things, but the way I quoted was, like, throughout the whole match, the great back and forth stuff, I tweeted this out, and I quote, Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly are literally even. Same size, same height, same quickness, excellent wrestling abilities, evenly matched. The only difference is the color of their ring gear.
Yep.
That was a good way of putting it, huh?
They were both. Oh my gosh! Just
yep. So when the match went down, both of them were bleeding out of the mouth at some point by the end of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing the wounds of war, things were pretty good, and it had a really great and decisive ending to the match when Finn Balor connected the coup de grace to win. For a lot of people, I've seen some tweets that are like, it feels like it was very short, and I'm like, it was over 30 minutes, and the fact that it felt so short to them meant it was so damn good. It's that old saying, time flies when you're having fun.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And of course, I'll also bring up after the match ended, we have Adam Cole, who was apparently beaten up by Ridge Holland. I believe that's his name.
Yeah, Ridge Holland.
Ridge Holland appeared, dropped a nearly unconscious Cole at ringside, and walked away. Even Finn Balor was like, I don't know what that... Even Finn was like, I don't know what that was about.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was crazy to think about it. But the match, I gave it 4 stars. 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it very much. I loved it. So, Ryan, what was your thoughts on the main event?
This match, it really, honestly, I didn't really enjoy it. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm kidding with y'all.
I was about to say, wait,
this match was freaking good. Sorry. This match was freaking good. I mean, honestly, I would probably say definitely has potential to be match of the year. I'm going to call it right now, match of the year. And this went up for 30 minutes, but, I mean, heck, it was freaking amazing. We knew it was going to be a good match. But holy cow, they exceeded their expectations, and they made this match so dang good. And we'll say right now, Kyle O'Reilly, he is without doubt, he is very underrated. I mean, I want to see more singles action Kyle O'Reilly. It literally felt like I was watching basically a Ring of Honor match, just that it's NXT. It's an NXT. And this was, it felt like, it felt like a true fight, and them just beating the holy heck out of each other and, bleeding from the mouth. I mean, it was insane. It was insane. And there was exchanges that were incredible, just a back and forth match. This match deserved all the praise in the world, and without a doubt, hopefully it's not the last time we ever see these two go at it again. But, I honestly really hope that one day we could see Kyle O'Reilly as NXT champion. I would definitely be all down for that. Heck, even North American champion, because Kyle O'Reilly, he's proved that, he's a very good singles competitor. He proved that at TakeOver, and he's earned my respect. So hats off to these guys, and, that's what I love about NXT. They put on some very good matches. I knew this was going to be good, and, man, holy cow, I'm happy the way this match came out, and it was just so dang good. So hats off.
All right, round of applause to Rice Ryan for that speech.
Bravo, encore.
Basically, yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Willie's turn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my God!
Take it away, man.
These two blew it out of the water. These two amazed the heck out of me on this night. Oh my God. Like, I was really sweating after the match. I was so hyped. Like, oh my God. Like, even before they hit the ring and their entrances alone were just giving me excited, giving me goosebumps, man. The way just Kyle walking to the ring, Adam Cole had the look on his face like, I'm going to turn on this motherfucker. He had that look on I'm going to turn on this guy. But spoiler, he did not. Thank God. I kind of wanted to have him, to be honest with you guys. Just it would have been cool to see Kyle and Adam go, back to their old roots of going back and forth and whatnot. It didn't happen. And Balor's obviously walked to the ring, took that look at the camera. I'm like, I haven't read on Twitter like hours later. I'm like, he was looking at me. He's like, I know you're watching, Balor. It was so weird. And but yeah, this was a 5-star classic. I might be over exaggerating. I am a fanboy of these guys. I love these men. But oh my God, the match delivered on every aspect, every move, every freaking blow, just everything hit so well in this match. It was violent, it was brutal, and keep in mind, this is the first time these two ever have faced off against one another, and the expectations were at all-time high when this match was announced all those weeks ago. I'm like, these two are going to blow out the water, and they freaking did. Every move, as I said, just hit well. There's blood. I expected blood, but oh my God, I didn't expect this much blood. There was some stiff shots in this match. Like, I think one of my favorite parts, this had me cracking up when Finn took Kyle's arm and just started doing the air guitar. That had me cracking up. I'm like, hey, Mark, back to the real rock and roll days. That was so funny. Just Balor went for the drop kick. O'Reilly stood right back, got back towards it. It was so cool. Oh my gosh, just like. Then Kyle went for the slingshot, the rope clothesline that he always does. That was amazing. Almost followed the ring we did. That cracked me up a little bit. Speaking of crack, Finn Balor got his freaking jaw jacked in this match. Both of them did, actually. I think Balor took most of the brunt of it because apparently he got hurt after this match. Or he got hurt during this match. Both guys did, obviously, but Finn won with the coup de grace. I was very surprised he won with the coup de grace. I was like, I legitimately thought he was going to with the 1916 to win the match, but they just went towards the ending. And oh my God, it was literally a shoot fight. Like, I had shoot fight vibes during this match. It was incredible. Like, guys, literally go out of your way. If you have not seen O'Reilly and Balor, please go rewatch this match. It was a 5-star classic in my opinion. I've seen many people on Twitter giving it 5 stars. I mean, it's their opinion. If they want to give it higher or lower, it's totally fine. You have your own opinions and whatever, but I gave this match 5 stars. This match stole the night. In my opinion, this is the best takeover this year. Nothing touches it, in my opinion. This was just a fantastic match. I hope we get a rematch. And thank you, Kyle and Balor. Man, you guys kicked so much rear end in this match, and respect to both of you. And I told you guys, Kyle can hang with the elite. I've been watching Kyle for many, many years now. And I knew he had him to be a single star. If you look back at his old career, he was a good singles competitor. And he really showed in this match that he can really hang with the elite wrestlers out there, and Prince Devitt, obviously. And, took him to the limit. They both took each other to the limit, and they both delivered. Then Balor won clean. Thank God, nobody won like in a dirty fashion. They both shook hands after the match. They both stood up. Ben helped Kyle up. That was incredible. Shook his hand. That was amazing. Obviously, Adam Cole got tagged afterwards, but still, just please go watch this match, guys. It was amazing. This was just amazing. I'm gonna rewatch it after this. After I'm recording, I'm probably gonna be rewatching it. Oh my God, just an amazing match. The dream match freaking delivered. Just amazing.
Now that's a perfect example of a dream match actually delivering as promised.
Unlike other matches that never delivered. Shinsuke AJ.
It's not exactly a dream match because it already happened. This is a match that you said these two had never faced off ever.
Nope, never have faced off.
And now they have, and it was fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our review of NXT TakeOver 31. And that was a fantastic show. I've been saying fantastic a lot. I love the word fantastic. It's fantastic. And we're the Fantastic Losers Lounge, as always. But,
fantastic. We're the Elite podcast on here. Don't you forget about it.
Folks, we'll be back next week. Initially, we were not going to have a podcast next week, but I decided next week we will review the results of the WWE draft. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
We could talk about who went where and why we think it's a good or bad idea.
I agree.
Until next time, folks, well, Heel Balor, you know what to do.
We are the Losers, and this is our lounge. We'll see you all next week. Too sweet. Peace out.